With Abiotic Factor now in full release and tons of new content added thanks to the Cold Fusion update, I've returned back to the outback deserts of Australia to experience the Gate facility in all of its glory. So welcome to my first day at the Gate Cascade Research Facility. With Lance driving me and dropping me off just outside the facility, I headed down some rocks towards a little shack that was in the distance. Now in the shack there's a little intercom thingy. After using that, the window lowered and this dude kind of just stared at me, and after a few more seconds he unlocked the door so I could get into the shack. Now in the shack I had a little chat to Jackson in here.
Okay, you're the transfer, huh? You sure picked a day. Things a bit hectic downstairs this morning. Just grab your gate pal there. It'll help you get sorted.
So after grabbing my gate pal, I headed down into the basement, where I guess the facility is. Now, going into the facility, I talked to Tracy here and grabbed myself a hard hat for basic protection.
There. But first, you need a hard hat. Health and safety so you've got what you need. Head through the gate to my left, down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction.
So after talking to Tracy and grabbing some basic safety needs of a hard hat, I headed into an elevator deeper down into the facility.
To the Gate Cascade Research Facility. You are in the induction wing. The facility is currently at alert level precautionary. Please listen carefully to and follow all security instructions. Now arriving at staff processing.
After some major Black Mesa flashbacks, I arrived at staff processing and gave a little wave to Bruce here.
Hey, new transfer. I got pulled in from surface duty. The usual lady, she got called out to help downstairs. Happens. Chaos is kind of our thing around here. You seem a bit antsy. Just wait. I'll unlock the gate in a second. Now, I've never run someone through this, but it looks pretty straightforward. Coming from the Springer facility, you'll know the basics, but since we deal with specimens directly, everyone on staff has to know basic ECP. That's Emergency Containment Procedures. Okay, now I have some instructions here that aren't really compatible with the current security situation around here, so we're just gonna improvise a bit. Bear with me. I'm gonna have you crawl through that vent down there. Consider it like chasing down an escaped specimen. You got a big brain, you got a big imagination, right?
With the current security situation making me crawl through some vents, I headed onwards towards this little cage that had
don't worry
a little
about
dummy
smashing
inside
stuff,
of
like
it.
we...
Now this dummy, just as basic training I guess, I gotta craft a net. So with the cloth that I got from smacking a crate, I managed to make the net.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking I'd grab like a plastic bag for... You know what? This is why we do the jobs we do here at Gate. Go ahead and throw your
throw it onto the
fantastic
dummy.
net on the dummy. Nice! You've got some athleticism in there. Somewhere. Now, real creatures might wriggle out of that one, but that's not a real creature. So, next step is special containment, isolation, wash hands, inocular. You know what? Just stomp on it.
So after stomping on the dummy and stabbing my leg with it somehow, I grabbed some cloth and turned it into bandages and got some basic medical training done.
Look, we'll call this training, basic first aid. Find some cloth and make a bandage. And just keep this between us for now.
So bandaging my arm, which fixed my leg, I headed onwards into the next room.
Fit right in down there. Looks like you can walk on it all right. Let's head you on through to the next room.
Now this room is basically just the building system, and since I'm a transfer from the Springer facility, I know pretty much what I'm doing here.
Need to understand the facility's unique power system. It goes into a lot of detail.
So after grabbing the screwdriver, I packaged the heater
purpose-built for those sockets.
and plonked it back down near the power.
You need to package the heater, place it back down near the power socket, and then interference on my radio. I'm gonna leave you to the what? Hey, nice work plugging in that plug. We're done here. There's some stuff on this list, but I don't reckon you're gonna need it. That's why you've got people like me around. Keep you safe. Looks like I gotta check on some situation topside. So, yeah, head to the elevator. It'll take you down to residences. Real cozy stuff. Clipboard here says you're looking for a doctor.
So after Bruce had to go
You're-
topside, I had to go find
sounds
Dr.
familiar.
Khan for the
I
rest of
guess
my
he's in charge of the
orienteering,
rest
so
of your
yeah, I
orientation.
went onwards to
Alright,
science.
Onward to science. Well, for one of us anyway.
Attention. This is a high priority safety broadcast. Due to an active security situation, advanced safety precautions are in effect. This elevator will be redirected to offices level 1.
Now, with my elevator getting rerouted to, I guess, the office sector, I had a chat to Dr. Thule here, who was also stuck here.
I don't think we've met. Ah, you're stuck here too, eh? I came down from level 8 for a coffee, and now I'm locked in here for God knows how long. It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again. Looks like Jaeger's locked out. Typical. See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened, but take your time. He's insufferable. If Jaeger thinks I'm crawling through the vents to let him in, he's got enough.
So to help Jaeger, I put Bruce's training into good use and headed through some vents to go find another way towards Jaeger. Now here, we meet the first enemy of the game so far, this little thing stuck to the floor. Now, crouching up to it, it's fine, he doesn't see me, but as soon as I uncrouch, it just latches on and I can give it a stomp to get rid of it. And I can harvest it to get its inside, which is a little bit radioactive. Now, heading onwards to the next area, I knew to make a net because there was a little pest coming up. So making a net out of some fabric, I could quickly capture it and give it a stomp to get rid of it really quickly. Now, heading further down into some vents, I found myself in this little storage room, and these pipes on the wall, I guess I got a harvest, so I disassembled them and collected them for some crafting in the future. Now in this area, there was also a little computer here that talked about some cooking, and also clicking on the photo gave me a recipe for a shiv. Now heading through this door and finding myself in the cafeteria kitchen and almost getting backshot by this pest here, I gave it a little wireless stomp and got rid of it pretty quickly. Now in this kitchen there was also a hat and an apron which I could put on and get some extra protection from splatters and stuff. Now getting rid of this pest here, I headed onwards by clicking the button which opened the gates and I met Dr. Thule. I guess this little pest here was eating the wires or something, so after giving it a quick slice, I said hi to Dr. Jaeger here.
Standing here. Oh, you're new. Looks like that little pest damaged the power system. Can you get someone to fix it? But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here. It was hours last time. I don't feel safe at
Now, talking to Dr. Jaeger here, who told me that the pest broke down the door control or something, I headed into a nearby room and smashed up a computer that was broken, and I could use them as spare parts. So after a quick smack, I grabbed some computer parts, and with that I could craft myself a crafting bench. And after placing that down and connecting it to power, I could craft myself the energy brick. Now, crafting the energy brick, I also crafted myself a shield just in case something were to jump me in the near future. And with the energy brick and the shield in hand, I headed back towards the door to go help Dr. Jaeger, who was now smacking on the door, all panicking for some reason. Now grabbing my power brick, I plugged it into the door and watched as Dr. Jaeger gets completely squashed by this peccary here. Now lucky I made that shield, I could deal with this peccary decently easily. And after a few smacks, I could head onwards deeper into the facility.
Attention. Enhanced security protocols are now in effect. Please locate security personnel and follow evacuation procedures.
Look, I don't know what's going on. They don't tell me
squat on a good day, and this isn't a good day. But if the big voice says get out, I'd do what she says. Elevators are dead, so head for the main tunnel in manufacturing on level 2. There's maps over there. But me, I'm staying right here.
With Warren saying that the facility is under some kind of lockdown, I grabbed a nearby map, and yeah, I'm going to call it for an episode here before I go towards the manufacturing area where I can hopefully escape. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode of Abiotic Factor.